We're going to be doing a tutorial on BingX. We're going to be using it for spot. So this is just for spot, how to buy the underlying asset, how to set up your account, and most importantly, get ready to invest in the cryptocurrency market. Now, we, as a UK company, you probably may know this, but Bybit has kind of shut the doors. We were with Bybit for 5 years almost, pretty much since 2018, and exclusively just trading on there for a long time. We have moved over to BingX. So if you want to do the same as us, feel free to join in the link below. There's a 15% discount for 180 days if you jump in, right? We do trading analysis, technical analysis, we do investments and stuff. And we always like to have one exchange to use so people can see the same element. And the reason why we went with BingX over everything else was the likely element of the UI. The UI is very, very similar to the obvious of Bybit, so it's cool. Now, as you can see with our monthly stuff, you can get course content within the monthlies, and we are releasing this very, very soon. It's currently out for members but very, very soon it'll be out for you guys, public. There will be a nice juicy offer soon. But back to the nitty gritty of how to do simple stuff on an exchange. Now, I find now, this is funny, went on to Binance the other day and I honestly was a rabbit in a headlight. Like, it's changed, something is gone a bit wrong here. I still find that BingX and other exchanges similar to this very, very simple, right? So what you need to worry about, first of all, when you set up an account, very, very easy to do. You can get your verification very, very quickly. You don't have to do KYC with this one. Just saying. So that is a big plus for a lot of people. First thing you need to do, obviously, once you sign up, go to your asset tabs and you will need to deposit. Whether you deposit Tether, cryptocurrencies, whatever you want to do, it's super straightforward, and you can obviously pick whatever asset you want to do. So if you are moving stuff around, or mainly if you are buying Tether, cool. You can obviously buy cryptocurrency, but personally I prefer to use other systems because it's just a bit easier to do it. I'm in the UK, it's so much easier to do the way I do it. Sometimes you can find that exchanges get blocked with your bank, which is a pain in the ass. So let's talk about the obvious. You've just deposited Tether into your account, right? And you want to buy something, I don't know, whatever you want to buy really. Depends on you. Now, if you go to markets, on the markets tab here, this is very, very straightforward. This just gives you kind of what they've got, right? So it tells you the market capitalization, it tells you the market change. And this is like the beginner guide, basically the beginner area that, okay, I want to buy Ethereum, whatever it may be, right? Or you want to buy BNB or Solana, whatever, right? And upon going to those, you can press details, which is pretty much going to give you some information about it. Essentially, simple information in terms of the rating. It also gives you a very, very simplistic element to it, which is very, very similar to Coinbase, which is really, really useful if you wanted to do it in that situation. Obviously, if you wanted to press the trade button, this will give you your pairs. Obviously, futures, ignore those for now. We're going to do another video on that. And spot, right? Super simple. Other elements that I really do like about this is the fact that you can go through all this and you can look to see all the information, what the hell it is, future updates, the Solana team, potential price predictions. Now, I would put a massive, massive pinch of salt on that. Probably ignore that, but you get the idea, and obviously how to buy. It's so straightforward. But that's kind of like the obvious in terms of if you're doing a little bit of research, at least you get a rough idea what you're doing. Now, if you wanted to go and buy it, the easiest way for doing it as a beginner is go to the trade button, and it will send you straight to the spot area, right? Basically, simple as that. How do you know that you're on spot? Is because of the spot icon here. Ignore grid, that's for a grid bot. But yeah, it's super straightforward. So with regards to this, we've got 105 USDT in our portfolio. Now, I'm not going to buy Solana because I don't really want to. It feels a bit too high. But what I am going to do, we're going to buy something else. We're going to go to a different methodology. We're going to try another system, right? So again, we went on the markets tab before. That gives you the full market. If you press spot, we go here where we are. Default, it adds to Bitcoin. If you want to add some favorites, click on it and just press the add to favorite. And what you see here, they appear at the top here. So if you've got a couple of assets that you are constantly buying and you want to buy more of, say, cool, just put them up there so you can click onto it, and it's very, very straightforward. So what we want to do here in this situation, we want to buy something that we kind of want, right? And what I want at the moment is actually some Polkadot, right? kind of obvious really. Why not? So if we're going to search for that, we'll go to DOT. And you got two pairs. You got USDC, which doesn't really get used. I would not recommend using it because the liquidity is very low. But $2.4 million in this one is a little bit better. You click on it. Super straightforward, right? Now, if you wanted to buy at, say, $4, you would use a limit order, right? That's super straightforward, right? If you wanted to buy at a set price, you go, I want to buy here, and I want to buy, say, 6 of them. Say, give or take, let's just buy 6, right? And when you press buy DOT, super straightforward, it's telling you, you're doing this, press confirm. And then the order will go at the bottom here. Once it is filled, it is super straightforward and it will tell you. If you want to kind of get a visual representation, you can see it on the chart in terms of where it is. It's currently at that support level, $4, right? If you wanted to buy it right now, you can just press market execution, right? So what this is, market execution, you wanted to buy, say, I don't know, however many, if you wanted to buy $5 worth, you can. Now you can change this to DOT, so you can change how many DOT you want. So if you want to buy 5, it will buy 5 instantly, bang, right in your wallet. So if we want to do that right now, we can, right? And what will happen now is, that is it filled. And you can see very, very clearly, how do you know you got it? Well, it's like on that screen you don't know. But when you go onto the sell button, you will see your fund account has 5 DOT on it. To go and verify this, go to your fund account, and in your wallet, you will find that you have got 5 DOT. Super, super straightforward. Now, with all of this, can't really go wrong, right? Can't really go wrong with it. It's super straightforward. Not quite sure why you can't withdraw that one. Maybe because it's not enough in there. I presume it probably is the case. That is usually the case with something like this. But if you have and you want to buy more assets, that's the easiest way to do it, is just buy it through the spot account. And then once you get enough on there, you then send it over to a wallet, an on-chain wallet, wherever it want to be, and you can either stake it or you can store it or do whatever the hell you want with it. So another element that we've got is the convert tab. Now this isn't as flush as some other exchanges. There's elements that there's quite a lot missing, but you can convert, say, your US dollars if you wanted to, or whatever can come up. There's not that many, as you can see, into something else. If you wanted to convert, say, 20% of it into BTC, you press the convert button, it'll do it instantly, right? However, that being said, it's not the most fluid system. You're better off just doing what I showed you in terms of either a limit order or a market execution, essentially, right? So with regards to that, that is kind of straightforward. Now, other elements of the exchange to worry about if you're on spot and you're looking at stuff, there's obviously the wealth element. Personally, I think it's quite risky to do this. That's my personal opinion. I think you have to have good risk management. If you have got something that's more liquid and you're thinking, right, I want to wait for prices to come in, there's not a bad thing to do this if you've got assets waiting to be bought. However, this is what everyone says, not financial advice, but do not put your whole wealth on an exchange just in case something goes wrong. Not so much with the exchange, but what if your 2FA fails? What if you lose access to your emails? What if something goes wrong and you don't have access to the exchange? Never mind the fact that there could be a hack as well, which is obviously the least likely scenario, but always cover your own bases, right? So if you are looking to use something like this, use a percentage. And like I say, if you're waiting for something like some really low orders to come in, you can do this for a time period and you're more than happy to do it. So you got flexible terms, you got fixed days for 7 days, you got 30 days, and obviously 90 days. So obviously very, very straightforward. But nothing wrong with doing a 2% fixable term if you're going to get a little bit more in there. It's up to you. But other than that, as I say, nothing much really to go on. That's pretty much it in terms of the spot on the beginner side of it. As I say, it's super straightforward. In terms of withdrawing, super straightforward. You will need to do verification to get withdrawals in. Obviously, it's kind of simple. Google Authenticate is pretty easy to set up once you allow that, and then you can send it over to whatever you want. You can see the fees and stuff for that, which is totally fine. Again, other currencies that you can withdraw. Now, the reason why this is a bit different than other exchanges is because there's a certain amount that you need to have in your wallet to be allowed to withdraw for obvious reasons. Too much is going to clog up the blockchains. Anyways, if you enjoy this tutorial, let me know. We will be doing a futures one, which will be a lot more in depth in terms of leverage and how to use it. But for a beginner, this isn't too bad. Link below, jump in. It's a great little exchange. It's very, very straightforward. And yes, it has a lot of coins. I think it's got like the second most amount of coins in the market right now, which is pretty scary.